I never thought a simple knock on the door could change the course of my life. It was a bright Sunday afternoon in Seattle, the kind of day when the air smells like coffee and rain at the same time. I was setting the dining table when my daughter Lily called out from the driveway. "Mom!" "We're here," I smiled. It had been months since she'd visited. She'd been busy with her new job, her own apartment, her life. But when I looked up and saw the man standing beside her, my hands froze. For a split second, my heart stopped beating, because the man she was holding hands with looked exactly like my ex-husband, Mark. Same eyes. Same smile, same tiny scar above his lip from a car accident years ago. I blinked, hoping it was just my imagination. But no, he was real. He was him. Or someone just like him. "Mom, this is Aaron," Lily said, her voice glowing with happiness. "My fiancé. The word hit me like a wave. I forced a smile, but my chest felt tight. "Nice to meet you, Aaron," I said, shaking his hand. His grip was warm, too warm, and the look in his eyes made my stomach twist. That evening, as we sat around the dinner table, I could barely focus on anything but him. The way he talked, the way he laughed, the way he rested his hand on Lily's back, just like Mark used to do to me. I excused myself to the kitchen, gripping the counter to steady my breath. Mark had left me 15 years ago. He walked out on me and Lily without warning. No goodbye, no note, just gone. A few years later, I heard he'd died in a fire in Texas. So how could this man, this Aaron, look like him? Move like him? That night I couldn't sleep. Every sound in the house felt amplified. The clock ticking, the wind brushing the curtains. And then, from down the hall, I heard it. Aaron's voice, soft, whispering on the phone. "I told you she doesn't suspect anything yet." My blood ran cold. The next morning I tried to act normal. I made pancakes, asked questions, played the smiling mother. But my mind was racing. When Lily went out to meet her friends, I found Aaron sitting on the porch looking at the lake. "You look familiar," I said. He smiled faintly. "Do I?" "Yeah," I whispered. "You remind me of someone I used to know." His expression didn't change. Maybe I just have one of those faces. He stood up, brushed past me, and went inside. But before he did, he leaned closer and said quietly, "Some faces are unforgettable, aren't they, Susan?" My name. Lily hadn't told him my name. I stood there frozen as he walked away. That night, I couldn't take it anymore. When everyone was asleep, I sneaked into the guest room where Aaron had left his bag. Inside, I found a small black box in an old photo. It was a picture of me, younger, smiling, with Mark's arm around me. The same photo that used to sit on our nightstand years ago, and behind it, a piece of paper. A death certificate, Mark Reynolds, deceased, except the date was crossed out. And underneath it, written in ink, "You can't bury the past." The next morning, Aaron acted as if nothing had happened. He kissed Lily's forehead, called me Mum, and smiled like a man who owned the world. I tried to tell Lily something was wrong, but she laughed. "Mom, you're overthinking again. You just miss Dad, that's all." I didn't know how to make her believe me, until that night. I woke up to a noise downstairs and the creak of the front door. When I looked out the window, I saw Aaron standing in the yard, staring up at Lily's bedroom window, and talking to someone on the phone. His voice was colder this time. "Yes, I'm in." She's starting to remember. I grabbed my phone and called the police, but when I looked again, he was gone. The next day, Aaron suggested they go on a short trip to the mountains. "Just the two of us," he said. Something inside me screamed no. I begged Lily not to go. She got angry, accused me of not trusting her, of trying to control her life. And she left. Hours later, her phone went dead. I drove to the police station, desperate. They said to wait 24 hours before filing a report, but I knew. I knew something terrible was going to happen. I went home and tore through the files I'd kept from my marriage, old bank records, letters, documents. And that's when I found it. A contract, signed under Mark's company years ago, tied to a name. Aaron Blake, Mark's business partner, the same partner who supposedly died with him in the fire, except he didn't die. He changed his name. And his face. Mark had undergone surgery after the fire. He had become Aaron, and now he was back, using Lily to get to me. I drove for hours that night searching. The storm outside blurred the roads, but I finally saw Lily's car parked near an old cabin. I burst inside. Lily was tied to a chair. Aaron, or Mark, whoever he truly was, stood behind her, holding a lighter. His eyes met mine, and he smiled. "Hello, Susan," he said. "Did you miss me?" My scream echoed through the cabin. I lunged at him, knocking the lighter from his hand. The flame caught the curtains, fire spreading fast. He grabbed my arm. "You left me to burn once," he hissed. "Now it's your turn," but I pushed back with everything I had. Lily broke free, grabbed a piece of wood and hit him from behind. We ran out just as the cabin exploded in flames. The police found no body inside. Only ashes. Weeks later, Lily moved back home, shaken but alive. We tried to rebuild our lives, pretending it was over. Until one morning, a letter arrived in the mail. No return address. Inside was a photo of me and Lily, taken from outside our window. And written on the back in the same handwriting as before, "Some faces never die."